Okay, day 2 on traffic acclimation here up front, and of course mowing of the grass because there's a lot of grass up here. We're also working on his lead rope expertise. What a goof, eh? He's so sure that the rope is about to get him. We'll see what happens. Gotta let him work through it a little bit. I'm here for him. I have a feeling he's just gonna go backwards the whole time he walks around here. But it's noisy, right? We got a lot of traffic going by. It's morning, and there's 3 runs usually of construction where the trucks go by and do their thing. and so the first run is early. The second run is coming up pretty soon, so hopefully some dump trucks will go by and make some noise and freak them out a little bit. And here comes one now. Meow. He says no problem. Yesterday was a very successful day. Honestly, I actually forget how noisy it is up here, because when you go behind the house, go on the other side of the house, it's not nearly as noisy, but it is noisy up here. It's incredible. Okay, the other thing I've done is I've actually put the truck in front of the driveway, in case anybody's wondering, because he's off, well, he's on lead, but off of me. And essentially I don't want, if there was some weird case where somebody, drove by and they were really noisy, some loud motorcycle or backfiring or something, and he were to run this way, I don't want him to think that this is an escape route. I don't have a gate, so that's the way that works. Another big truck, and he's handling it like a champ. So this is the progress we're making. And I'd like to just kind of leave him be. I'd like to back off way out here. I mean, it's a big area. If I left him here, what would he do? It's not a small area to hang out in. Looks kind of lonely, doesn't he? Like one poor little horse out here eating grass. We'll zoom in and make it look better. Does he need my support? If I were to wander off, would he come chasing after me? I don't think so. I think he'd just stand around eating grass like a good horse. Another truck. Yeah, so the next stage of dump truck construction, because there's a quarry or whatever like up that way, and then of course most construction is to the west. The west is that way where the cities and stuff are, and that's more of the world of farmland and stuff like that. So, and now it's super quiet. So that is the plan right now. I'm going to let him do this for a little while. We've got lots more work to do with him, which I might include in this video. I've got to do some riding. His riding training is picking up, so maybe I'll share that with you guys. It's not as easy to share as standing around with the camera talking to you guys, but we're going to get on with that because he needs a lot more riding practice and get out on the trails, because I don't want to just be able to walk around out on the roads and get to trails. So I'd like to be able to take them out. There's a couple trails around this way, but I'd like to be able to ride as well when we're out there. So we've got to practice here on the property lots, practice on the trails now that we've got those in place, which is fantastic, and then out and about, which will be very, very exciting. Riding is coming along well with him. He is managing pretty darn good. Oh, side bit. Somebody had noted in the last video that red clover, which is this, can be poisonous for horses. And the fact of the matter is both red and white clover can have an effect on a horse to cause them to slobber a bit. There's an irritant in the clover, the fungus that grows on clover. There's an irritant that causes them to slobber. So and it doesn't really hurt them. It's not poisonous. It's just, it's like buttercup. You know, if they eat enough buttercup, then they get irritated on their mouth, and then they rub it a bit, or they have a lot more saliva. What's happening, buddy? You're doing really well. Good for you. And also get them used to that rope. So we're kind of doing, I guess, 3-in-1 training: traffic training, halter lead rope training, and leave them alone training. You know, just wander off. So anyway, so don't worry so much about Clover. If they get a little slobbery from eating it, it's not a big deal. But a lot of horses just love Clover, so they'll eat it anyways. And if the fungus isn't present, then it doesn't happen. It's not the clover itself, the white or red clover itself. It's the fungus that might be growing on it. So anyhow, we're going to leave him be for a little bit. Look at how far away from him I am now. All the way on the other side of these maples. These huge maple trees that grow in the front yard. You guys have never seen these. They're actually really interesting. This one has more holes in it than I have ever seen a tree have. It's fascinating, to be honest. But one day these trees will probably need to come down. Be a lot of really good maple that comes out of it. So that's enough for this noisy bit here. I'm going to let him chow down. Look at a whole pile of grass here for him to eat. This will be his meal. And then we'll do some work. Let him play, have another meal, maybe a little bit more work. I'm going to be putting a lot of time in for him over the next little bit until I feel he's pretty darn trained up. And we'll go from there, everybody. So that's it for this part. Hopefully I'll be back with a little bit more. If not, this will be the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But if not, and hopefully not, that will... Ooh, dump truck. Or actually garbage truck. We'll see you guys in a little bit of riding, some things that I'm thinking about and doing. And honestly, I'd really like to get out on my trails. I really would. Okay, that's it for now. So this is our third time up here today, and I finally moved the truck. And we've got all kinds of noise going by. And all he does is just hang out next to me now. Calm. And I actually have to keep him from coming forward now. So I think we made a little progress. There was a polite person that slowed down. But this road acclimation is coming along just great. He's got his buddies out in the arena. You can see over there. So comes a loud truck. He says no problem. So I'm not going to push my luck too much. I kind of like to get him over into this section over here, but it does sort of trap us. And see, he just snuggles up. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Oh, that eye goop. Oh, here comes a good one. So I really can't stress this enough. I know I've talked about it enough probably already, but from the way he was originally to, there he is coming closer again, to the way he is now is fantastic. So we'll just wait for the last of the big vehicles to go by, and then I'll take him in. Let's see how he does in this one. A little bit of worry. And that's it. Okay, come on, buddy, back to the grass. So yeah, all I've done is as I've said, is I bring him up here and we do some stuff up here, and I bring him over to the road and we do some standing around. And it's a good start. So we'll continue this out over the next few days. And that's my little bit of the end of this one. And I'll do riding in another one because we've come across a couple of things that I want to cover. But so this one's just going to be day 2 of traffic acclimation and how he's coming along. Very smart horse. Amazing. And he's figured out the rope too. No problems at all. So I'm not going to leave him like this because I moved the truck. But He's totally cool with us. Okay, that's it. Now I will actually see you guys in the next one. With all of our traffic. Turning into a gorgeous day though. Look at the sun coming out. It's beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna pick up the line. Let him eat a little bit more. He's earned it.